This is Yggdrasil. Aradia gives as the tree grows up to 13. So the more Aradia.
Hello, welcome back. So here we are on day 2.
And I'm guessing one of those locations.
Yes, exactly. There is another spot in the heart of one more in the scorching sands of the dead. And finally, I've measured large chaos fluctuations.
4 regions, 5 locations.
To be more precise, the goal, for example, the chaos activity in and around. It's the same kind of chaos that I'm.
And you want me to.
They're your priority. Those people have massive burdens on them.
So this is basically the game telling you these 5 locations will get you day 13.
Helping them will not be easy, but I can help you. In this world, all the clocks count to 12, but that wasn't always the case. Somehow, when the chaos first flooded into the world, we lost that. But happen, it did. Space-time has been damaged, where once each day, 2 hours of every day gone. Do you see that light? It's a crystal of atonement. Go ahead and touch it.
So this is something that comes up in as a new game plus mechanic. Basically, it rewinds the game to a game start where what you saw last session. It allows you to pick a different difficulty. And remember, once you pick a difficulty, you cannot change it. So if you're struggling in the hard mode, it's a great way to go back to normal, or easier to know where to farm stuff. Like, I wonder why are there couches here?
Light, do you understand? The more souls you save. There's a hard truth. There are thousands of people down.
I've only got a handful of.
This will sound cold, but you need to be efficient. Saving people who are suffering.
So this savior mechanic is why people compare this game to Valkyrie Profile. Depending on how you view it, it could be either an insult or a compliment. But I remember a common joke on release was calling this game, a nice Valkyrie Profile game because of its mechanics and the way it was presented.
But you can't. It's a numbers game, Light. The more souls, the time spent help.
Efficiency by volume. A numbers game, like what is it that they?
Okay, there we go. Hence the title is let's play being making a joke about it being Valkyrie Profile. Also, when you get access to day 2, you can pick where you want to go. And since we have teleport, okay. Oh, also every time you go back up to the Ark, you get a full recharge of your EP. So we're actually going to go to here, and we're going to do try to do the main side quests in order. So that means we got to resolve the Luxurion stuff, then XIII. But with Crown Stasis and Teleport, we should be able to abuse Crown Stasis and report us off. Also, each day, every time you go down to the Ark, you get a cutscene.
What is this?
At least I'm pretty sure it was every day. It may only be certain days.
Hey, Savior, what's going on?
Also, Lumina is a goddamn troll. If you haven't figured it out yet.
Right. Can you hear me? Are you alright? Where are you?
What's the problem? Equipment trouble?
I'm out. I'm getting crazy readings. The coordinates make no sense. I can't pinpoint the position.
Hope, are you there?
No. Hope can't hear you or see you. You're invisible. Do you know why? Because we're inside you. Spooky, huh?
You mean inside my mind?
So this is actually a huge thing.
It's a safe place that God can't see. You could almost say it's like, I don't know, an unseen realm.
All right.
So this is actually a huge plot point that God, Bonavelse, cannot see something.
I have a name. It's Lumina, and I know a lot about you. You need my advice, and in here we can talk about anything we want, safe from prying eyes.
Prying eyes? You mean Hope?
Yep, he might not realize it, but everything he learns gets passed straight on to God.
What of it? I don't have any secrets to hide.
Oh, right. You're the loyal.
So, straight up from the start, pretty much from the start, the game tells you Hope is spying for Bonneville's.
Don't worry, okay? Even if I know otherwise.
But Hope doesn't know he's spying for
No
it.
reason to betray him.
You know, well, for him, matter.
That's very convincing. Keep those feelings hidden and play the loyal little servant. You want to be as cold as the steel in your sword. You do that, and then no one can guess what's inside. It's true, God can't see into human hearts.
Exactly, see?
But he can read your face and tone just like anyone else, and make his own guesses.
So, he can't see, so Bonneville's cannot see into human hearts.
He's promised to bring
So that's why he needs lightning to go out and save
anything
souls.
that might cause him to change his
Because the soul in the 13 mythology resides within the heart.
Why are you afraid?
Huh?
Come on, think about it. We're inside your mind. Don't you get it? If you can't be true to yourself here, where can you?
Also, Lumina has a really good
I
point
know
there.
you haven't changed.
If she can't be true to herself within her own damn mind,
What the
Freud would have a fucking field day here, wouldn't he?
We're just particles of dust brushed from the palm of a god. That's all we ever were.
Also, notice Lumina has the ability to look
Right, sis?
to manifest Sarah like that, so that's something to take note of.
That was Sarah.
Anyway, Lightning Returns hits you pretty hard with some of the most important things, mostly that God could not see into certain areas. Hence, why we saw in the opening hour, Hope could not see something in there because what he sees is also reported to God.
You didn't hear any of that?
No, my sensors didn't pick up a thing. Are you sure she was there? Maybe it was just a dream.
A dream? Maybe that's
Lumina is capable of fooling Hope's sensors.
Teleport complete.
Also, I forgot to talk about this last session, but if you look at the rings and such, I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be the remains of the Historia Crook. I would never get that pronounced right. The Historia Crew.
In order to infiltrate the children of Etro's
Oh, and by the way, when you come back down at the start of a new day, you come back exactly where you were.
we need to
That can be good or bad depending on exactly what the state of the world was when you got recalled.
Tonight, another girl will be sacrificed. I don't want that on my conscience.
Okay, so we have access to more. Oh, let's see. We don't have enough tattered letter, really? Oh, no. Okay, so when we go to the Wildlands, we can pick this up. Wildlands will be on day 3 or so. But generally speaking, you want to try to get 1 or 2, if possible, of the main quests on a single day. That way, you get a lot of time to fuck around and do side quests in between the days until the 13th day, or if you manage to get enough, the 14th day. Now, I'm pretty sure I talked about this in the previous session, but the end game always starts on either the 13th day or the 14th day. You cannot delay it. It will always start on one of those 2 days, depending on your progress up to that point. So that is something you have to keep in mind. You cannot stop the end game. Okay, so what we need to do is get over to the Warwinds. Okay, it's open at midnight. I'm not sure we can actually do. Okay, yeah, we may not be able to get 2 on this day. Since, that area is locked off until night. It kind of makes sense considering the battle is never seen at any other time. Actually, wait, I think if you manage to somehow get in there before, it locks off, before a recall, then you can actually do the battle during daytime. It's very hard though. Let's see. We're gonna go pop up some of the other. Wait, where's the attendant? Sorry. Yeah, we're gonna actually go over and pop some more of the side quests in the meantime. You know, train saves your EP, but you know you spend time. Whereas teleport will be straight up going over all the way over there. You know, it's instant. So get skip the little cutscene here.
Snow is the Lord Patron of XIII. If anyone's supposed to protect the people, it's him. But
I hope you can make.
Okay, this one we can complete right away.
is that right?
Yes, and the situation is growing critical.
Now let's see. Okay, it will take very tight timing and plus abuse of, you know, chronostasis, but I think you could actually pull off, you know, get into, yeah. Yeah, I think you can do Yusnon and Luxurion in the same day, but yeah, it requires chronostasis abuse like a motherfucker. Let's see, look at the map, okay.
It's a hell of a responsibility to be in charge of a place like this.
Looks like you've got yourself a ticket.
Yes, and don't forget, he's been doing it for hundreds of years now. It's no surprise that he might have grown tired of the burden and chosen to throw it off. I was hoping my instruments were wrong, but I'm definitely detecting a source of chaos inside the palace. It's possible that Snow's to blame for the chaos infusions.
If he's finally given in to the pressures on him and is using the power of the chaos, if his heart is that far gone, it might not matter if I reach him or not. He just won't listen to me.
He might.
Lightning, Hope, shut the fuck up. We got stuff to do here.
I can't see into the chaos, and that includes human hearts.
I guess that makes two of us.
Again,
Looks like I'll just
that
have to
is a
face
key
it head on if I
point.
wanna know the truth.
That Hope and God cannot see into human hearts.
Enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest.
Hurry, I'm just trying to talk to this NPC here.
Come back when you're a seed hunter.
Ah, we gotta do this. Trigger, you know, trigger the sub quest. Alright, makes sense.
Could be a problem. I'll take you to the unseen void.
Ooh, God, that damage. Even Cap, she does a shitload. And also, since that's a big monster, the bigger the monster, the more EP you gain back. So you get piss poor gains from beating little guys, but they tend to spawn in groups, so it kind of evens out over time. But big monsters, woo, baby. Actually, let's pause. Not pause, but yeah, pause time. Sorry, not pause the game, but pause time. So if I remember correctly, medium give around half an EP point, even on hard, depending on performance. And large monsters give at least one. And the bigger the monster, the more you get.
Dream of salvation in the unseen realm.
So okay, medium gave 11% of a point. At least, ooh, is there more? Yeah. At least from what I understood, good in there. You know, 10%, 10, you know, point 11 here in this context would be that. So chaos infusions are interesting because they buff up any monsters that spawn inside them. And you can also get these little seeds. Now, a Chaos Fusion plus, one of the bonus bosses in this game has a hit points that get like I think it was doubled inside of Chaos Fusion. Makes it one of the hardest enemies in the game. Also, one of the highest hit point monsters in the franchise. Oh, hey, we need that for a quest.
About the music in the satchel, the one you recovered from the monster, I mean. The notation is unusual. It's like a code. There's no signature either, and no way of finding the owner.
Okay, so if a monster can be made extinct, you'll see it on the distribution. The closer you are to making a monster extinct, it'll change, as you saw with the rare and then extinct. Now, clearing out all of the Omega forms is required in order for one of the Canvas Prayers, Canvas of Prayers quests. The normal way is to grind it out, but that can be depending on how developed you are, how much time you have left in the game, and other factors can be risky. However, if you manage to get the 14th day to appear on day 13, a bonus dungeon shows up with all of the last ones remaining in the world inside it. So you can go through it and get bonus rewards, and take out races at the entire time, well, species rather.
Another victory.
And it's actually required in order to talk to the quest giver, because some last ones only appear in the final dungeon.
To the unseen void.
Alright, we're maxed out again. Since we're about to kill that Gurngotch again, we're going, effective use of your EP abilities will make the game a lot easier to deal with, especially on hard.
I don't plan on losing.
Wow.
Mix it up.
Well, fuck you too. Actually, shutting me down on that one. Okay, so let's move on.
I saw this coming.
Let's see. Yep, we are actually really close. So we can actually, I think, remember correct, we can actually go over to the NPC here and speed up time.
The goddess makes me powerful.
Probably should pop it. Let's see, what? Do we not have... Oh, recovery, right. There we go. Yeah, well, we've got a lot of EP here. We should be using a share chronostasis. Especially if we want to get, 2 main quests on the first day. First full day of play, rather.
Yeah, you got...
Here's my
Damn right it's good enough for...
Then I guess I'll...
Save...
So yeah, we can speed up time by coming here early. We'll pause time. Because we're going to be doing a lot of fighting in this area, so we'll get right back. And we can just keep it going and going and going.
The gate that leads to the industrial area open.
Welcome!
Here.
Very good. Now listen up and let me explain the rules. Whatever happens...
Now, I like how he was just sitting, standing here all this damn time waiting.
Okay, there's a foul sea called Pandemonium that labors away in the center of this industrial area. It is the last one of its kind.
Can I reach it?
I wouldn't try. That foul sea is guarded more heavily than snow. Everything depends on it. It's the source of all the supplies that the world depends on.
I know that orb's around here somewhere. Also, I'm pretty sure we never actually see Pandemonium on screen, nor do we see Cactar, who gave Snow his powers in 13-2, but we never actually see Pandemonium.
Thanks for waiting.
It's an unbelievable scene, isn't it? The whole world's running out of energy, and Yusnon's no different.
Vanity will do. I'll
Jump
release
right on
your
top.
soul.
Too bad it doesn't do anything for him.
Destiny is destiny.
Every day, it manufactures tons of food and goods, which are then distributed around the world.
Feel like dying.
So this is actually one of the best areas to try farming the gremlins to get their last one to spawn.
It produces useful goods from nothing, or so it appears.
That there's something there.
That it seems to use the chaos as its raw materials.
So the food that these people eat comes directly from the chaos? They put it right in their bodies?
More or less.
Going all, gonna be a meal in here, going all Yulmore here. I make that joke, but I wouldn't be surprised if Yulmore was based in part on Yusnon. Because there's a lot of parallels there, okay? Okay, we need that pocket watch for a side quest. I can't remember which one, but if I remember correctly, it's a canvas.
Chaos in our lives. In all senses.
Huh. Weird. Should be able to jump over there. I may have gone the wrong way. Oh. Sadly, minimap doesn't show correctly the right way sometimes.
All of the goods produced by the Valkyrie come first to these warehouses. This is where everything is sorted and accounted for. Then they're distributed throughout XIII.
Also, despite being a mechanical enemy, these can actually be hunted down to extinction. So that's kind of interesting.
So the Fal'Cie here is the only source of food and materials left for the people in the cities. If Lord Snow were so inclined, he could monopolize the world. Right, if this is what you want. The goddess makes me powerful. I will Evil must be vanquished.
That's why the people made him their patron. He was the only...
It's a tough road to take. If I just keep going up along these tracks.
And that's what he did. Snow made sure that everyone got what they needed, more or less. This thing...
And yet here in XIII, equality seems like a dirty word. What could have happened to make Snow stop caring?
Keep going along this path and you'll reach the Augur's Court.
So we're going to be in a lot of forced fighting, unlike 13-2 and 13, sadly.
My sensors are picking up chaos infusions throughout the city. If you keep going that way, you'll end up in danger.
Not a whole lot of other options, are there? I wouldn't want to miss the big bash.
Light, this is bad. The chaos just keeps on spreading. It's almost as if it gets stronger the more people come to the rebels. But why would it?
Chaos feeds on despair, right? These people come to the revels knowing their world is ending. That much hope.
And Lumina is here again.
Miss me? You sure this is a good place for you to be? You can see it, can't you? This place is going to be Chaos City soon.
Lumina,
The sea of chaos that laps at your heels. It's one of XIII's biggest sights. It's like part of the show. Wow, would you just look at it? The chaos is going to swallow everyone up. I think the savior has to do something. Since it doesn't seem our patron is doing much locked up in his palace.
What's Snow thinking?
Oh, he's not. At least not about the city. He's just thrown his arms up and given it all up. He's pacing back and forth in that little room of his, waiting for the world to end. You know why, right? It's all because of you-know-who. She's the reason he's dead inside.
You mean Sarah?
That's it. You aren't so dumb after all. Of course it's Sarah. Snow's never been able to let go of her. Do you know how many years Sarah's been dead now? Even so, he goes on pining and dreaming and wishing. He basically wore every bit of himself away. And now there's nothing of Snow left inside. So sis, how about letting Snow free already? For his own sake. If you ask me, it's time he got out from
Time to put him to sleep, I guess. Also, don't forget she can do that.
Because otherwise, the only thing he has left to look forward to is the end of everything.
So this is pretty much a stat check boss this early on. If you try to rush it or anything, because he will, kind of wreck your shit. But New Game Plus, he's not so much of a problem, even in the hard mode. Because ideally, you go into New Game Plus with a lot of development. We got a nice chunk from him. Platinum Milestone, nice.
Time to say goodbye. Any last words? Oh, I get it. You know you're gonna die anyway, so you want to at least go out in style, right?
So I don't think it's ever actually explained what this segment is, in the sense that I don't know if they explained that was she just hamming up for the lightning there, or could she actually talk to the monster? Like, I don't know. It's never really explained if she was able to communicate with the chaos monsters or not. I think she was just trolling lightning.
I'm fine. I fell into the warehouses. Which way do I head from here?
Let's see. I guess that you're near the Augur's Quarter. Start by getting out of there, and quick.
Something happening?
I'm picking up strong chaos readings all over the city. I can't say what'll happen. Just hurry to the palace.
Well, hope if you shut the fuck up, we can get going.
I've run database checks on the warehouses around here, but I can't tell who owns most of this stuff. People just stored their things here and left them to rot.
Well, I know who owns all the stuff here. It's Nunya. It's a Nunya business.
You think you can beat me?
Schrodinger. Yeah, I hit the wrong button. Trying to pull up the recovery items.
Evil must be vanquished.
Well, it's not like it's gonna matter much. Hmm. Ooh. What do you have to use for a side quest?
Good news.
So whenever you see one of those little pop-ups like the ID card, that's it's case it's for a side quest.
I guess the original owner had the bad luck to run into a hungry monster, and... Well, I don't really have to spell out the rest, do I?
I don't know, Hope. You seem to be real fucking chatty, so why not?
Feel like dying.
Oh wow, that has a range, minimum maximum range. Okay, oh, good to know.
Unfurl the wings of death. Another battle won.
The door is locked, but you should be able to use that ID.
Yep, see, that's what you need it for. So not a side quest, but something required in order to progress. Now, I think that actually is required.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior.
If you have an ID, you'll be able to walk straight into the Augur's Quarter through the front gate.
Citizens are
Funny how we have one now.
The Augur's Quarter before the deliveries start for the palace.
You can also pick up notes from certain merchants that gives you more detailed information about some monsters.
Is a symbol of Yusnan's wealth and power, and you'll certainly never get lost with that kind of landmark showing the way. You gotta get to the Augur's Quarter before the deliveries to the palace begin.
Why are there so many couples around here? The cargo line has been severely damaged in an accident. Investigators are currently assessing the damage. Early indications are that the woman calling herself the Savior was involved. The palace has been locked down as a security measure, and the distribution of supplies has been temporarily
Light, things aren't looking too good. I hoped you could hide amongst the deliveries to sneak in, but...
But what? Change of plans?
Sure, I guess you could say that. For some reason, the service entrance was suddenly forced to lock down. That path is closed to us now. It's not certain why they suddenly closed shop, but it was about the same time that my chaos sensors went haywire. That kind of reaction, it can only mean two things. If we're lucky, it's just a new chaos infusion. If we're not, then it's a Seath. If Snow has finally lost his grip and become a Seath, he'll be nearly unstoppable. Light, pull back for now.
Fuck that! Unga bunga!
I'm not done yet. Hope, start thinking up a new
Don't you
plan.
start saying shit like that, Hope, and not expect me to go monkey brain in here.
But Light,
It's Unga bunga time. Plain and
Or
simple.
not, nothing's changed. I am gonna save him. Well, after I beat some sense into that annoyingly thick head of his, that is.
okay, Lightning. We've got to give up on the service entrance. There is one other plan I had considered. It's pretty destructive and definitely dangerous.
Doesn't matter. What is it?
As you can see,
Damn,
the palace is
piece of
surrounded
shit out of
by
augmented reality.
hallways,
Batman, eat your heart out.
locked down, and there's no tunneling under it either.
Also, Pokemon Go, you can learn a lesson from this.
That wall is too well guarded to try and sneak over.
Yeah, can we get to the point, Hope?
There's no
Thank you,
path,
Lightning.
So you have to make one. A show is
Ooh.
about to start here in the Augur's
Property
Court.
destruction, I'm game. Let's go.
Fantastic finale. At the climax of the show, a stage and an actor on it is propelled up to the top of the set by a little rocket power.
And you want me to climb onto the set and jump into the palace? I hate to break it to you, but that's a pretty big leap.
I don't know, Lightning, you're pulling this shit off pretty fine at 13.
From a bridge. Then you can just simply walk across. It'd be easy.
I'm not sure that easy means what you think it does.
I mean, he's not really wrong here. This is not exactly hard shit for her to do. So I don't know why, based on what the kind of stupid shit we were doing in 13 and 13-2,
Telling the truth about it.
that she's got a problem now. When she's actually much stronger than she was in the previous two games. That seems like a weird plot hole that shouldn't be there because she's literally done, crazier shit.
That's the spirit.
Hope, does that mean you'll be watching the rear? You'll have my back.
Of course I will. That's what I'm here for.
I didn't think about this before, but that feels like a callback to, the Whitewood segment of 13. Where we had Hope as the only other party member with Lightning. So that feels like a callback to it. I'd never really noticed it before.
The cargo line has been
For this
severely
plan to work,
damaged
you'll need
in an
help from the
accident.
theater people.
Investigators are currently
If I were
assessing
you,
the
I'd talk to the
damage.
driver.
Early
If you need
indications are that the
something,
woman
you better
calling herself the Savior was involved. The palace has been locked down as a security measure, and the distribution of supplies has been temporarily suspended. I repeat,
So in New Game Plus mode, I think if you go to a treasure hoard to have a one-time item grab for playthroughs, it just gives you gold instead.
yourself the Savior was involved. The palace has been locked down as a
Hi,
security
welcome to
measure.
my...
Also, take a look at the name of the store. Wait, why did I? Yeah, just get the recovery potions at this point. The bigger ones, I mean.
Come
And the
back anytime.
distribution of supplies has been temporarily suspended. I repeat,
So pretty.
the cargo line has been severely
Who are
damaged
you?
in an accident.
Another of my adoring
Investigators are
fans?
currently assessing the damage.
Motherfucker looks like it fell out of Jamiroquai video.
The palace are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report
That's not that
her
big a weapon.
to the nearest security officer.
You must be in charge.
But thank
now.
you for the compliment.
Just who might you be?
Just someone who wants tonight's show to go down in history. Doubling or tripling the fireworks should do the trick. Enough to scare the patron out of his den.
Did you escape from some mental hospital?
I'm just an old friend of the patron's. He never shows his face, so I worry. He's not the type for flowers, so I thought I'd send him a good show instead.
3 times the fireworks? That would cause one hell of a stir.
Yeah, this city could use a good stirring. If not at the end of the world, then when? Not much point playing by the rules now.
I like your style, lady. And you're not wrong by any means. Half of Yusnan's already sunk under that wretched cloud we call chaos.
Let me get the fireworks. I'll make sure we have more than enough. But it's gotta be today.
Hell, let's do it. But this conversation never happened, capiche? If you need help with the fireworks, the stagehands can help you out. I'll make a couple of revisions to the script. This'll be
So
a
it's
solo
worth it to try stocking up on fireworks from the Chocobo, mascots outside, the Argos Quarter before coming into the segment.
I guess you should talk to an expert. I suggest
What? He's changing.
he should be over by the statue. That's where they launch some of the fireworks.
Good evening. It's now 7 p.m. and the nightly festivities are in the attractions our city
If you're
has
looking to
offer.
find out about the fire,
Thrills, spills, light, and magic. Our city has it all. We order you to enjoy yourself.
hey, what's
Change of plans. We're up in...
and why is this the first time hearing of it? Folks can call him a G, but I suppose you're one of his assistants, right? Then you know what I'm talking about.
Then help me.
I want to say no, but even if it is impossible, all right, I'll do it. But you're gonna have to help me out. Not a gun. There are pyrotechnicians all over town. Here, all right, show this to any pyrotechnicians you meet. By the way, my pyrotechnician, buy some, haggle for some, do it. We just have to be sure that we...
So you need to get 10. And I remember correctly, you can come into this, you know, of all the ones already.
Is it just my imagination, or are you looking forward to this just a little too much?
Perhaps the chaos is getting to me. But don't worry, I haven't lost sight of it.
Chaos, you haven't fucking left the area. You haven't left the ark, jackass. Don't you go run around and start spewing shit about the chaos getting to you. You have to actually leave that ark to do something, buddy. So it tells you locations where you can get some. So we're going to the we're gonna run around the Argus quarter.
You'll have to get his men if you weren't back with them in time for the show. Hurry and collect the fireworks.
I heard the tour.
Let's look at the map. Okay, we're not that far away. Oh, that's actually the wrong way. Also, we should try to keep a lookout for, you know, chocobo girls.
Hello and welcome.
What are you doing?
The boss sent me. Here. These...
A change of plans?
We got 3 here, nice.
I'll just keep a few of those fiery blooms. That's how we let the boss. See that? You're going to need to get more fireworks when the time comes. Each site sets off their fireworks at a different...
You did it. Now you just need to keep on going.
Okay, so that was, yep. Let's see, where, okay, we can go to Central Avenue.
Going at this pace.
I hear some fire.
Right, if this is what you want. You got in my way.
Alright, so we should be able to go here. You can also complete this quest since he's respawned.
Why,
Yeah, just...
young boy was it? If I compensated you...
You're sure it was...
Yes.
Then maybe he should be punished.
You see, the poor boy...
I've got plenty.
Have you...
Maybe.
You have, haven't you? I need you to give him this...
Nah. So we gotta find him again.
I'll do it. But I don't...
We were both hunters who tracked ferocious, and so he refuses... Please, won't you give Pickett the letter from...
Fireworks.
I saw this coming. You must be one of the pirate... It was the boss.
Do I look unless...
Great! A drunken fucking asswipe. And I don't remember where we get those.
If I have to.
Huh? You really do? Bacchus's brew. It's a drink of legend.
Fine.
Do you do that?
Where the hell do we get some? I don't remember.
Are you really gonna do it?
Bring me the Bacchus.
I don't have time to try and convince him to hand over the fireworks to me. It's just a lot faster to get him the drink he wants.
Palace guards are
You might be
conducting a
right.
search for the
Kid
intruder
seemed like the type to
calling
listen to
herself
reason,
the
did he?
Savior. She has rose-colored hair.
Let's go and find this woman.
Choco Chocobo! It's
Meow meow choco.
And Lightning looks always looks so awkward saying it.
Security officer.
Halfway there.
We need more fireworks. We've gotta hurry.
if you can't even see the play,
You look mighty strong.
Out of the way.
The boss told me to come.
Canceled.
2, sweet. Just need 3 more.
Well, don't tell the boss. I spilled my drink on him, but you can still use it. Anyway. Time for me to bail. You've got quite a few fireworks now, right? Just a few more.
Palace guards are conducting
Let's
a
fire
search
his
for the
Bacchus'
intruder
brew.
calling herself the
That
Savior.
pyrotechnician.
She has
mighty
rose-colored hair.
Okay, some of these, if you, some have since we progressed the time in game, some are now spawned. So that pocket watch, a mirror that reflected the comb is actually in a different area, but you have to turn it in here. So this is one that shows that has a timer on it, so between 11 a.m. and 4 p.m. Sadly, I don't remember where it's at, or otherwise I probably could have gotten it today if I remembered about this quest.
Matching this description to the nearest security officer.
See, this side quest where we at? Wrong button. Okay, three done, 6 canvas. So you need around 32, I think, no, either 32 or 37 on top of, the base quest in order to reach the 14th day.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior.
I heard
She
we
has
could buy
rose-colored
Yusnan
hair
fireworks.
and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
I smell fireworks.
Me? No, I'm just a humble fireworks seller. No one knows me. The lowly pauper who
Wow, that was a lot more info.
give you. Look, I'm trying to run a real.
How much?
But alas.
All right, then I.
Whoa! Hold your choker. They made off with my.
Alright, where are they at?
I see.
Oh, you do that?
Road to War, okay. Well, we're going to hear anyway, so why not?
Let's find this Bacchus' brew. That pyrotechnician seemed pretty far gone. He'll set off his fireworks.
Ooh, that's a lot. We're over the limit. We're at a minimum. Let's go turn it in.
That merchant Funicula spoke of. What do you think? Will you return them or just take them?
That's a fair
Palace
question.
guards are conducting a search for the intruder.
Here, your stolen goods.
Oh, thank you.
She has
Come see it in the
rose-colored
glutton's.
hair and is carrying an enormous weapon.
Golden
Citizens are
Gourmet has
asked to
started
report
cooking.
persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
Everything here is real quality. Make way! The firework fanatic
You opened up shop, huh?
What do you think you're talking about? I couldn't possibly take a single gil from you. Take all that you can.
And you get more for not stealing it from him.
Thanks, but you just...
Don't you worry about that. What's a grand opening?
One more. Why don't you light that one for me right now?
Oh, I can do that. Sit back.
So yeah, it's definitely better to give him the fireworks rather than just steal them. And you get the savior reward. So see, look at this, good chunk of. And I think this is after, you know, as far as I know, this is the second time, you know, completion bonus. So it's totally worth it. That's a very good chunk.
You've collected the fireworks. I guess it's time that you take them to the boss in the Augur's Quarter. I think you finally got enough fireworks. Take them back to the boss in the Augur's Quarter.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Told you this many times during this playthrough. Shut the fuck up.
That would be good.
Here, challengers, mates. The battles will not be over quickly.
I'm sure it won't.
You're confident, but lose. Instead, you will give your time and you will give your...
I appreciate your concern.
No one ever comes. You will find out. Are you going to...
So if you go here, it's actually a great way to just quickly grind out fireworks. But you'll notice there's different time gates on top of, well... Yeah, it consumes 10 minutes each time, so it's up to you if you decide you want to do that instead of doing the side quest.
Bring my crowds.
Here, we're gonna blow a motherfucker up. He's not that hard. Unfortunately, you get no drops from it. But after the segment, after the Snow's status is resolved, you do get bonuses for competing in there. Damn, he wants to Unga Bunga too. And you get no EP or anything else for doing it, so it's entirely for the prices that change after the fireworks segment. And if you notice, what they're chanting the usual melody for the victory music that gets remixed in almost every single Final Fantasy game.
I'd welcome a star like you.
Nice fighting out there, Light. And you got fireworks out of it as well. That's great.
So you know, it's actually kind of funny.
What do you think you're playing at, son?
I did warn you that the use of my concoctions is not
without risk. I'm done with this play.
So this is another side quest you can pick up that's actually really easy. Some of the 2 and 3 stars are actually really easy to do in New Game Plus mode.
Of course not. It was a fortifying brew with centuries of alchemic theory.
appear, sadly, it appeared to disagree with that gentleman's liver. Or perhaps
You're an alchemist, right?
that is an unfortunate. The search for ultimate truth is
Mysteries of the physical.
It is. We perform Unfortunately, it is also
Right. That explains.
This location certainly has proven that they are desperate for anything
Untested?
Perhaps
If I remember correctly, once you complete her side quest, she actually has really good potions.
I've tried mixing two kinds of highly. Oh dear, you. Oh.
Yeah, you can have an full inventory. You got to clear it out first.
I'm confident that.
Yep. See.
All right.
It will lift your spirit. Then this
So I'm supposed to.
Yes. Please note that my potions are provided without warranty. Side effects may include dementia, gangrene, sudden death, and hair loss. Good luck.
Those side effects are a little worrying. First three, okay. Hair loss, come on! You see how nice her hair looks?
Are you going?
So this is actually a good one to do while getting ready to do, snow. Resolving snow.
Do the best you can.
I'm ready. Are you? Keep up if you can.
Ah, crap. Here we go again. Hit the damn wrong button. Ah. Okay. So, I need to swap some of those buttons around because I keep thinking, the cross button is the attack button.
Goddess makes me powerful.
There we go.
Lightning takes the victory! You come to the slaughterhouse to see a show, and lightning delivers! We're witnessing his...
Alright, move on.
Palace guards are conducting
That was a
search for
fine
the intruder
performance
calling
indeed.
herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is
We have to wait to make fireworks too.
Nice fighting out there, Light.
citizens are
If I remember correctly, you can't use Crown Safe to cheese this.
I would love to give you more potions.
Ah, okay. So this takes at least, remember correctly, 2 or 3 days.
Welcome.
So it's something you gotta remember to come back and do every day.
Do come.
Alright, let's go back and turn these in.
Another battle won.
Savior. She is armed and considered extremely dangerous.
Come in and
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
Okay, so remember, I think that's part of a side quest we can't actually access because we don't have to record the thing. Get back here, you little shit.
I'm not gonna make you give back what you stole.
Huh? Oh yeah? Huh. It's from my...
Why are you asking me?
Damn right I'll throw it away.
Listen, I'm not losing your parents.
That's right. You can't understand. No one...
Let me tell you something. I wasn't left all on...
So...
Yeah, people pitied me. So, I pushed people away.
It's not fair.
I know. If you've done an amazing...
I should?
Let's see. We'll have to come back and talk to that guy later. Right now, actually, let's pause time. Inside Snow's Palace, we'll get access to a lot of high EP gain enemies. So it doesn't really matter much here.
Hello. Is it...
I gave the letter to...
He did? But you know what? He seemed proud. You did the right thing.
Maybe you shouldn't call him that. If you treated him more like the...
Yes. The next time I see little Pickett, I shall address... Thank you so much.
Easy turn in. Also, we talked to the guy again.
So I hear someone.
Yep, he gets updated dialogue.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and a carriage for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Security officer. Citizens asked to report person.
That should be plenty of fireworks. Now we just need to make sure you're on the stage when it lifts into the air.
And when it goes off, I jump on for a free ride.
No, it'll be too late by then. You'll have to be on the stage already.
On stage? As what? A piece of scenery?
You'll just have to find a part to play in the finale.
What? No. I can't possibly.
It's not a question of can or can't.
Some things in life you just do. Right.
Exactly. Now, go and deliver the fireworks to the boss. We'll figure out the rest later.
I like those chocobos that are just in the back grooving.
To report persons matching this description.
Now that I think about it, you don't see a lot of chocobos around, do you? And there's meat. Beans. Oh boy.
What do you need? I'm busy doing the... I don't care where you get... You know that great big...
I brought the fireworks.
Ah, I thank you for...
We want to make this a show people...
Is this another one of the director's wacky ideas? It's gonna be dangerous with all... If you're really serious about doing this, make sure that
I think the boss has guessed what you're up to. He knows his fireworks and what they can do.
Then why doesn't he try to stop me? I guess he thinks it's still all the director's idea. He seems to trust him.
Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest
We'll be okay as long as he keeps thinking that. I really think you can pull this off.
Maybe, maybe not. But I've still got to memorize the lines and the rest. Okay, it's all ready to go. The fireworks are in place.
Fantastic! We're going to light up the stage like never before. We'll give you exactly what you want. A show that no one is ever going to forget. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if we bring down the whole set in the finale.
I wonder if your actors know how flimsy your setup is. Don't you think they'd want to know about it?
And just what are you hinting at? You're not seriously threatening to blab to the cast and let them in on our secret, are you?
I'm just concerned for your star, that's all. I mean, what if she gets hit by the fireworks and thrown off the stage? You need someone who knows the risks and how to handle themselves.
Maybe. Who's going to replace her on such short notice?
Dun, da, da, da.
You're looking at her.
Huh? You want to get on the stage? So, this was your plan all along. All these extra pyrotechnics, they're for your own grand debut. You've got chutzpah to spare, I'll give you that. If you aren't the perfect person to play the savior, I don't know who is. Hell, I'm thinking maybe we should put you up there.
Good. Then it's settled.
Wait. There's just one condition. If you're going to go on stage, you'll need a proper ensemble. No one's going to believe you're the savior dressed like that.
I'll just wear the costume the actor usually wears.
No, out of the question. It would never fit. And besides, the look is completely wrong for you.
Well, fuck you too.
I can't let you on my stage if you don't have an outfit to wear for the role. I'll leave it to you to find one. Now, go buy something that'll work. Or you can go with the other option. You could win it.
Win it? What do you mean?
I believe we could actually skip this step if you already have it from New Game Plus.
It was made for you. Join the tournament and win that dress.
However, in a clean save, you have to do it.
You say you can handle yourself on stage no matter how dangerous? Then prove it. Win that tournament. Go on, clock's ticking. Enter the Slaughterhouse tournament and win the perfect costume for the savior. If you can do that, you pass the audition. Then you can stand on stage as the star of tonight's grand finale.
Got that Hildebrand smile.
Looks like you're ready for me. You'll wait here.
So this is gonna cut it close. We'll have to abuse the shit out of chronostasis. Alright, so generally speaking, it does try to force one per day. That's not a big deal. Especially since if you rush it and get the 5 done, you get bonus states to do whatever you want.
Well, hello there. You clean up pretty nice. Are you ready to go? We're already prepping the stage. It's almost time for the big show. Break a leg.
One last thing. I'm gonna need all of your people to evacuate. There can't be anyone backstage. And the same goes for you. It's gonna be one hell of a bang.
Yeah, that's true. After all, you've put enough firepower in there to blow apart the theater, right?
Damn right.
So you noticed.
We're gonna blow some shit up.
Listen, this is my theater we're talking about. Of course, I knew in an instant what would happen if we upped the fireworks like you wanted. Actors I could replace easily. But you were going to take out my audience as well. I can't let you do that.
So I've been wasting my time.
Not necessarily. We do have the Arc Crystal.
I'm saying, I just think you went a little overboard. So I made a few adjustments. That stage may not survive the night, but no one will get hurt.
You don't mind?
Look, I get bored spitless doing the same play over and over and over again. The people want something new. And lady, I'm counting on you to give them exactly what they want.
I can act when I have to.
Good to hear.
You better believe that's gonna happen, buddy.
How many decades has it been since I looked forward to a show this much? You're my star. Now get out there and act me a savior beyond anything I've ever imagined.
Well, I won't even need to act. If it's the savior you want, you've got her.
Here, I fished this out of the props department. Might come in handy on stage.
Ah, the irony. So you get the femme fatale anyway, but it's just the garment you needed.
Chosen one, become my blade. Cast aside all that you are. Throw down your life for the sake of my new world.
To save the people of this world, I would give everything I am. Hear our prayers, God. Let your blessings rain down upon us.
Yea, you are the true savior. Lead my people and become a beacon of salvation.
In the name of Radiant God, I bear aloft this light and banish the darkness.
It is time, my servant. Let the flames of devotion consume you.
Consume this.
Yeah, I'll show you a real fire. Let's see how you burn!
Come, savior. Return to my side. Rise to the heavens and receive the blessings of Almighty God.
I am the true savior. I was made to serve God. But if that God lies to me, then he dies.
This is actually a really big plot point to take note of. And you know the rule of a god in a JRPG, especially a Final Fantasy, or rather, especially a Square one. So you already know where this is going. And honestly, this is like really big foreshadowing that what's going on. The Lightning would be willing to to go and fucking Rochambeau God if he's lying, if he's lying to her. So there's a lot of foreshadowing at this point.
I'm checking the situation now. It looks like the guards are so caught up in the confusion that the palace is wide open. It actually worked. To be honest, I had my doubts.
It's all thanks to that director helping us out. If we'd set up the explosion as you'd planned it, that play would have been a real tragedy.
Yes, I admit I might have miscalculated somewhat. But didn't you enjoy playing the leading role?
Next time you go.
We're not Valkyrie.
Not in that costume.
Was.
Head for the palace's top floor. That's where you'll find Snow. He's heading for the throne of the Lassie.
Also, I forgot in Chaos Infusions you get way more EP as well.
It's your funeral.
This is a cranked up one too. Shit. All right. Oh, we weren't actually inside it. Oh. Yeah, now we are. Ooh. Prick. So now he's cranked up. See?
Have to win. Time to repent.
Let's see. Wiki gets everything now.
It's your funeral. Dream of salvation in the unseen realm.
There we go. So inside Chaos Fusion plus 1 EP. This is why you want to abuse the shit out of Colonel Stasis around certain areas with large monsters and Chaos areas. We also need to change back our default schemata.
I don't plan on losing. The goddess makes me powerful. Time for this.
Keep feeding me those, these CPs. I want more. We gotta beat chronostasis if we want to stand a chance of getting over to, back to Luxurion in time.
Destiny is destiny.
Could be a problem for him.
Time to repent. I've had worse.
Oh, I didn't realize how low we were. See, glad we got those. That was just being a little bit too cocky. Alright, well, fuck you too. Anyway, we're back. We'll be getting back in the area where we explored at the start.
Evil must be vanquished. Right, if this is what you want.
Notice these guys are a lot tougher than they were at the start. So on top, this is not just the hard mode bonuses. They actually do have increased hit points and such over the original version. Well, we don't have any more. Mirror Crater is actually a item shop ahead. Good, I want the EP.
Judgment has been delivered.
So you always get at least +1 when it's inside Chaos Infusion, which is great for this area.
There are already several Chaos Infusions within the palace. Watch out for monsters, and remember, be careful.
Okay, we are going the right way.
You think you can be forgiven?
There we go. I'm not sure how long it is till we reach the merchant. But I'm pretty sure there's a merchant there we can get basic abilities off of. Rather, basic recovery items.
I don't think I have to remind you that snow is still a sea.
Another battle won.
Thanks to his bonds with the Foul Sea God, he's been granted special powers. However, in return for that terrible power,
He'll turn into a monster sea. A beast without a mind or heart. That's one fact I really don't need reminding of.
Sure, I got to jump on him.
You got in my way. Crushed under their fear of becoming Seath and cursing our fates. It was only by having each other that we made it through those horrifying days. We all shared that fate once, including Snow. Better be careful. You want to be saved? Keep up if you can. Time to mix it up.
Ooh, drops a nice loot. Also, these Zaltis respond very fast. So it's a great place to go for if you're looking to get a last one quickly. And you know, if you're sufficiently leveled up enough, bam, easy refill spot for EP as well. Ooh, got to jump on us. So yeah, great place to farm.
Unfurl the wings of death.
Also, if you get Chaos Infusion, woo boy! And we were maxed out. So if you're low on hit points and you know you could drop the Zaltis quickly, great spot. Ah, shit. I was trying to see where they were spawning. Good thing the Chaos Division didn't mean much for them, huh?
You think you can beat me?
I think we stopped time for about equivalent of 4 hours at this point. Just because we keep chaining and, you know, the chronostasis.
The ID you have now should unlock it. The chaos is even thicker inside. Be careful about rushing in there.
Right, if this is what you want. Unfurl the wings of death. Return to the source of all things.
No, you got to jump on me. Cranked up little furball, isn't he?
I'll bring back lost time. You think you can be forgiven? Another battle won.
Hear it, but I can't see. Oh.
However it happens, I have to win. Savior's got a job.
Let's see. Kill another one of these, get, you know, our EP refilled. Immune to fire, okay.
Hope they find peace.
Okay, I can't remember which way to go up. He's still pretty common.
Wings of death. I need more time. Hope they find peace.
We had to go a long way around. Another one, okay. Who the hell designed this place? Worst goddamn design is Dr. Wily and Dracula.
Are you planning on stopping?
Believe me, I've no intention of holding a weapon.
You would betray your...
Quite the opposite. I believe you're fighting to free him from his curse. I have the same desire myself.
Yep, here's the merchant.
Fine, but I...
The patron told us that if he finally lost his senses and...
Kill him without his...
Yes, those were his exact words. He also... All we can hear from the outside are monstrous screams.
God damn! Don't tell me this guy's going all fucking William Birkin in there.
But they're growing weaker every minute. I've never seen so much chaos. It's consuming Snow and his power.
The door is completely frozen over. Is there another way in?
No, it's this or nothing. Burn something or melt it with magic. Do something.
I'm not so sure that'll work. This isn't regular ice. Someone conjured it up to keep us out. Or keep whatever's happening inside. Snow. He sealed himself in.
So you think there's no way to...
Which begs the question, if he gave issues to his people to kill him if he turned into a thief, how did he expect him to get in?
Then we have to do something. There must be some way to melt this ice seal. I'm gonna search the area to see if I can find anything that might help.
And I'll try to come up with a plan.
Like, there just seems like there's some real issues with this, plan of his. But Snow, not known for smart stuff.
I've managed to pull up a map of the palace, and there's a room ahead that seems promising. It's labeled as Snow's Chambers. Perhaps you can find some clue about that seal.
Valhalla will welcome you.
There we go.
Thanks for waiting. Valhalla will welcome you. doesn't look very comfortable, like a cage made to hold some wild beast or a cell made for a criminal to waste away in.
Why would there be such a room here?
The only crime Snow's committed here is against in bad taste. He commits crimes against taste. So what the hell? This is just a dog here chilling.
Just ran out.
Still common, okay. Well, let's just skip past these guys. Not worth fighting them right now.
The doors in this area are connected to the monsters somehow. If you want to get them, you're gonna have to kill the creatures.
Seems an awful lot. Sorry. Seems an awful lot like Uncle Bunga time. All right, that's right. So when you have Overclock open, you can use Army of One, which is a improved version of Lightning's ultimate from 13. It's only available in the Overclock mode, and it's actually required to do some serious damage on some in-game bosses, unless you're using Limit Break mode, I guess.
To your sister, wasn't it? If he's left something so precious behind, Light, what if he...
You think he's lost it? Forgotten Sarah's love? Or did he just want to keep it safe?
I don't follow you.
Hope, I have an idea. I'm going back to that door. I want to see if this pendant can break the seal.
Do you think the pendant could work as some sort of key?
It better. If it doesn't, then I guess Snow is just beyond saving.
Lightning, you're not serious, right? We need to save him.
Hang in there, Snow. I'm coming to hear your side of the story. Did you just forget about the pendant? Your only memento of Sarah because you've thrown aside her love? Or did you leave it behind on purpose? To keep her memory safe, untouched by the darkness you step further into every day. That frozen door will give me the answer. If you're still the Snow I used to know, then the pendant will break the seal. But if the door doesn't open, then I'll bring back lost.
So basically, with schematics, you want to, yeah, you may have figured it out by now. You want to, pop this again. You want to set up synergy. Like now, the Etrod area has a lot of magic, set up. So it's got Imperial, and D-Shell and Elementa. Elementa hits all 4 elements. I think there is Element God, but Elementa is like the best one because it's got the best balance between speed. Oh wait, are we going the wrong way? Yeah. It's got the best balance between speed, stagger power, and damage, as well as ATP cost.
I'll share anything.
By share, he means make me pay for it.
Please.
Capitalism. Even in the future, there's capitalism.
Snow, can you hear me? If you've locked yourself up in there because you thought it was what Sarah would want, think again. Or did you never really know her? The only thing she wanted was you. Don't you abandon her now. Don't deny her that wish.
Hey, it's the high and mighty Savior. You here to bring God's judgment on me? Not like it worked for you before, but you look different this time. Ready to listen to reason?
Isn't that my line? Looking at this city, I'd begun to worry that you weren't the Snow I once knew. But it looks like nothing will ever change you.
Yeah, sorry about last time. I had to test you, though. Had to know you were the real Lightning. So I left behind Sarah's pendant and sealed myself up in here. I figured that if you were an imposter, you'd never think to use a trinket to bust through that seal. But you knew exactly what that pendant means, and what to do with it. So you really are our Lightning. I'm glad you're real, sis. Now I could put my last worries to rest.
I'm not your sister.
But you understand like no one else does. I bet you figured out as soon as you saw that room. It's a prison. A nice grave for a monster like me.
How can there be this much chaos?
It's pretty hard to swallow, huh? Worst thing is, it just keeps on growing.
Yeah, he kind of fucked up here, didn't he?
Contained so it doesn't spread. When I destroy this last infusion, that'll be the end of me. I'll be out of power. It's XIII time. But I'm the patron. It's part of the job, keeping everyone safe. Kept it at bay all this time. You'll protect him, won't you? There's no need for me.
Snow!
Stay back!
So this is actually, Snow's, biggest character arc.
For 500 years.
All right, so I need to pause this for a moment. You can go. Okay, we will finish this in a moment. Alright, we are good to go, so I'm so sorry.
I watched the world fall into chaos. I watched it die. I couldn't stop it, don't you get that? Give me this last thing! Let me get it right just this once!
Damn it, you're not trying to do the right thing. You're running away.
Lightning, as usual, has the right point. You know, she has a point.
How can you face Sarah after that?
Say what you want, Lightning. Nothing is gonna change the fact that I swore to make Sarah happy, and instead I couldn't even keep her from dying. I know I'll never see her again.
Not with that attitude.
This is what I deserve. I know it, and you know it. So come on, do your worst. I'm sorry, Lightning. I know it's selfish, but I have to ask you one last favor. Destroy me, my Seath.
Destroy you? You've got to be kidding. You want me to be your sister, then you say something like that. You're asking too much, Snow!
You're asking me to kill you?
So, depending on the point in the game you complete this quest, his Seath progression will actually change to where he's got 3 different stages. And you've waited until, I think, day 7 or so to complete the quest. Then you have him at full power. And he's actually required in order to get access to all 3 snow forms. And his hit points and stats actually change too. And you notice he's initially immune to, he was initially immune to ice damage, befitting Snow. He's also initially weak to fire, which is not something I think is reflected in the original game. So even in hard mode, this is actually a challenging fight in a way. Because he actually hits hard. Oh, he is getting fucked up. And if we had turned on a limit break, it wouldn't be so big a deal, because we'd probably be doing a crap amount of damage. Oh, he's actually not immune to poison, so if you have poison set up, it probably works on him. I don't remember ever need to use poison on him, but maybe like the very first time around.
End this now. I can't hold on much longer.
You gotta drop. Damn. So that took less than 2 minutes. Damn. You got chill. Okay. And light smelt water. Huh. Don't remember what that's used for.
The chaos, it's disappearing.
Snow sure is something, isn't he? He swallowed up all that chaos and kept it at bay. He sacrificed himself to keep the city safe. And his only reward was to turn into a monster. How about you do him a favor? Do what he asked. That thing's not even him anymore. It's kinder to put it out of its misery. Yep, Snow's gone. And you know what? The only hope for his soul lies in death. So that's it. Oh, that is good. I bet he became a Seath right now because he wanted you to kill him.
You know nothing about Snow. Come back! Snow!
Who knows nothing about Snow now? You said you understood his pain, didn't you? But you know what the past 500 years were like. Every day blaming himself for Sarah, trying to fix the world. He's been fighting to protect people while you snoozed away in a dream world. I bet he really
Look at him.
believed that
You know,
decided
you
to
just take
protect
all of
the
that damn
world for
damage.
living. I bet he thought he could finally put an end to his misery. He drew on every last bit of strength and threw himself into the darkness. So why don't you just set him free already? Don't you think that's what Sarah would want?
I wanna save you, make you free, but I just don't know how.
Not gonna happen.
Sarah would know. I know she would. If she was just here now, she'd find a way to reach and bring you back. Not here, no matter how much we wish she was, and I can't be what she was. Snow, the only thing I can do is do what you asked of me. But please, don't let your feelings for Sarah disappear into the chaos. She never stopped believing in you. No matter how far away your journey took you, or how long you stayed apart, she thought she would be with you again. I know she still believes it now. Her soul is dreaming of being with you again right now, you stupid fool. If you're not here anymore, then what is my sister supposed to come home to? Snow, I'm begging you. You have to live. I need you, Snow, to bring Sarah back.
So apparently she can reverse thief transformations. This would have been useful to know during 13.
For a second there, I thought you cared.
Dumbass.
You only want me around so I can bring Sarah back? Oh, my good looks and charm aren't reason enough.
I'd call him a himbo, but I think he might be an insult to himbos.
Yeah, right. With that hair.
Damn it, Light. You always were a hard case. I've spent how many centuries watching the world slip away from me? And even when I give everything I got to protect it, I don't get a single thanks.
Yeah, join the club, Snow.
So I finally say enough is enough. Look for a nice place to die, and you ruin that too.
Sorry about that. You were forced to hold down the fort a long time. It was my fault.
You gonna make it up to me?
Don't get too cocky. Listen, Snow. The world is ending. And soon, there's no way for any of us to stop it. But don't give up. You've got to believe. Believe that even when this world ends, a new world will be born from the ashes. That's where we'll find hope again. It won't die with the world. I'll make sure that. Trust me. I just need more time. I need you.
I know. To save the day. I'm on it, sis. I'm still the patron of you, Snan, right? You sure are hard with your friends, you know that? What if you killed me? We'd have trouble facing Sarah then.
I knew you'd be fine. You're too stubborn to die.
take care of Sarah. Please, help her find a way back. Stay strong. Someday you'll be all she has.
When you put it like that, guess I got no choice but to do what I can. I don't know what I can really do. Sure, Lightning says bring me back. But would you even want to come with me? I'm the guy who couldn't keep a single promise. Do you still want me, Sarah? Not like you can answer me. So do I just wait? No, I'm gonna bring you home. Like a real hero.
So we complete the main quest for Yusnon. Good chunk of hit points and strength.
Man, reminded me of the good old days.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, that's actually a necessary drop if you don't already have it when you do that. So at this point, you pretty much have free time until the next day. But we're gonna try to get started on the Luxurion side, main quest.
You should be able to find the code used by the Children of Etro somewhere in Luxurion.
Passengers wishing to travel to
The heretics are scattered throughout the city. So there must be some way for the leadership to disseminate the code.
Alright, no new ones. We're gonna run over to the Warren. That's where we go to do the the main quest for the Luxurion. Let's see.
You've got to be kidding me. You there? Did you see him?
I want the hunter to teach me everything he knows.
And it's looking a bit favela in here. I ain't even talking real life one here, like the fucking Modern Warfare 2 level. That's what it looks like in here.
Unfurl the wings of death.
Are you seeing this, Hope?
Let's see. Oh, we may not actually be able to start this area by going to do the other one first. Okay, so I forgot.
Hopefully we'll be able to find out more about this mysterious shadow hunter.
This will be your last battle.
Like, why is he targeting you?
Alright, so we keep on moving. Yeah, you can't bull rush the gate code. But I think you can't bullshit. But I think you need at least one digit. Unga bunga!
Damn your code. I'm on a schedule.
You damn right, Lightning.
People anyway, worshipping that sad excuse of a goddess.
This is hilarious if you come to this dressed with light electro gear. Bring it, bitch. Where the hell did they get one of those from? Why didn't anybody tell me they could do that?
Could be a problem.
So he's actually not that hard. Even in hard mode. Oh yeah, easy peasy. So you can just bulldozer, or you can, if you can't take the Juggernaut down, then you need to get the code. But if you can bulldoze them, just do that. It's more fun anyway.
The short version.
The children of Metro got their hands on a working Oracle drive. And not only that, the device appears to have a recorded prophecy, one that the heretics believe is...
Right, we do need to stay segment. Okay. Fuck your prophecy.
The Oracle drive shows you being killed.
Let's see here.
So that's what they're trying to do. As long as I'm still alive, the prophecy might not be true. But once I'm dead, the way is clear for the rest of it to happen. And that's why they're hunting down girls who look like me. I don't plan on losing.
So that's another way we can get the last one of.
I've had worse.
Whew, that haste feeder.
Except they have it all wrong. The prophecy doesn't show you being...
I need to check that, because I don't remember that haste feeder being a thing. Ah, Brave Thief. Oh, okay, that's it. That's it. Okay, so it's the brave teeth coming from the hunt. Ah, so yeah, this is actually really useful for certain bosses that have guaranteed bravery, faith, or haste. And you can't beat the brave while with a sept. Yeah, I remember now. Probably should change it around to some. Oh no. Yeah, this is pretty much our debuffer one, as I've talked about before. Probably should change this weapon around. No, don't know if I get anything stronger. That's the best we got for that magic. Okay. Interesting. Some of these have a have a high default ATB percentage as well as maximum ATB.
Got in my way.
The promised time is upon us. The promised time is upon us. The promised time is upon us. Behold the harbinger of destruction. Behold the harbinger of destruction. Return to chaos, our mother. Return to chaos.
Damn.
The time has come. Wicked savior, go now to Atrocide. Death to the savior!
Hey, jackass, we're behind you, not over there.
I'd introduce myself, but I'm guessing that you already know who I am.
She has come at last. It's the God Savior.
Kill her! She cannot live!
Bring it, punks!
You're late, Hunter.
It's the Hunter, just as the prophecy foretold.
Answer our prayers and slay the Savior! Make the oracle true!
You murder innocent people and expect me to do your bidding?
But Hunter,
He's kind of still got the whole justice thing going for him. And righteousness.
Having a falling out?
Don't insult me, Lightning. You think I'm with these guys?
Evidence kind of points to yes. Why not? You were buddies of Caius.
These fanatics have been waiting for you, Noel. They think the Shadow Hunter belongs to them. But you were taking too long. So they panicked and started killing anyone who even looked like me!
Yeah, then I shouldn't have waited, should I? I could have found you and saved their lives.
And now what? You're gonna fight me?
Yeah, that's right. That prophecy, it has to be true.
Has to be true? You mean I have to die? And you're the one who's gonna make it happen? Bring it on, Noel. I've been fighting destiny for a long time now, and I'm getting good at it.
Light, the Salvation soldiers are here.
Lightning, follow me. We need to finish this, but it has to be the right place.
It seems the Order has things locked down tight. The heretics aren't gonna get far.
The killings and rituals should stop once they're all behind bars.
And that just leaves the Shadow Hunter. He said he wanted to kill you and make the prophecy come true.
There's gotta be more to it than that. Something we
Damn,
don't
that thing's
know.
just running me down.
Prophecy, maybe. In which case, killing me isn't his goal. It's just a means to an end.
It looks like he's heading for the Warren. Follow him.
What is
Remember,
it?
Light, you have to be careful. If the Savior dies, there'll be no
Shut
more
up, Hope! Holy fuck, you don't need to keep telling us at this point. Hey, Jesus, dude. I wonder why. I think we need to get some kind of upgrade in order to do that. I can't remember what it was, though. So we gotta get all the way over to the Warrens. So, as you can see, Lightning Returns fixes a complaint I had with 13.2, how you couldn't have free form jumping. Now, I hate the recharge part. Let's see. How far away from Warrens are we? Oh, we're going the wrong way. Also, if I remember correctly, the code that we ignored is random each game.
Welcome in.
Max level guard.
Come back again.
Also, again, Chocolina is just too goddamn adorable and one of the best parts of the game. One of the best parts of the franchise.
Everyone else forgot. This area is sealed tight. Perfect.
Show me the without a.
To get through the gate.
Show me the without a.
If the guards are with the children Vetro, they should have crests of the goddess on them.
Wait, you're not going to... Are you? Attack the guards.
Bunga bunga! Let's beat the shit out of these little fanatics. Easy peasy. Yeah, we got a weapon drop too.
Hope, are you seeing this? Not sure what it is, but it's decorated with Vetro's crest.
What's this?
It's more than just that. My sensors are picking up a signal.
Show me the crest. Hello, friend.
Like an ID signal?
And Limina shows up again.
Not you again. This is no place for kids.
Oh, I'm safe. The children of chaos, they look after me. If you ask me, you're the one who doesn't belong. Is Noel that important that you'd chase him here?
We were on the same side once. Friends, I guess.
But that was such a long, long time ago. Do you think he's still your friend? See, there's only one person Noel ever truly loved, and she's long gone. The Children of Chaos told me the whole story. It's a sad but sweet tale of a proud hunter and his friend, a girl called Yule. Oh, poor Yule. She left a hole in his heart that just can't be filled. It's not surprising, though, considering that she died in his arms.
So yeah, I talked about this during 13 too, but it's basically Yule, your relationship between Yule and Noel and Caius alternate between either parent with Caius or brother, sibling with Yule. Sorry, shit, you know what I'm saying? A sibling with Noel. So I didn't quite get in the point Noel part because I focused more on Caius and Yule. But Noel treated her, depending on the point in the game and the story, is either like a little sister or a best friend.
Centuries and centuries of waiting, all on his own.
How could I have missed that? All this time, the one thing that's kept him going are his memories of Yule.
Oh no, not his memories. The promise of a future gave him hope. There's another oracle drive up ahead. When you see the prophecy, you'll understand. You'll see why. He wants you dead.
I've spotted Noel. I'm going after him.
Light, don't be too hasty. We know he's trying to draw you toward the site of the final showdown.
He has to be egging me on, drawing me toward the killing ground. It's like he needs everything to be perfect. Everything to be just right for his prophesized set piece.
Don't
Works its way up.
Save Noel, whether he wants it or not.
There we go. This can be an annoying segment if you're not prepared for it. You're gonna get jumped by fanatics along the way. Oh, don't! I think we fell down. Yeah, this is why this segment is annoying because of the, you know, how easy it is to fall down. Wow, they actually evaded that. Should have kept dodging.
Noel. So this is the prophesized future. By killing the Savior, a brand new world will be born. Yule. So that's it. All this time, you've been dreaming of a new world where you're reunited with Yule.
It's no dream, Lightning. The future is right there in the Oracle Drive. If I kill the Savior, then the world will be reborn. And this time, it's going to happen like it's supposed to. It's going to work. I failed once before, long ago. But you know that story. I defeated a friend because I believed that would save everyone. Everything went wrong. Yes, I won our fight like I was supposed to. And then he died. But that just unleashed the chaos that's tearing this world apart. So yeah, I destroyed the world. It's a hell of a thing. Snow never blamed or judged me, though. And Hope tried to lead humanity in the fight against the chaos. Of course, I fought alongside them both. Damn it, but we were fools back then. We might as well have spat in the wind the good it did. I'd already signed the world's death.
Interesting that Hope and Snow are here in the wards.
Noel, it wasn't your fault. It never was. If anyone's to blame, it's me.
Maybe you're right. But you know what? I don't think it even matters anymore. I'm only interested in creating a new future. That prophecy is the key to my dream of seeing Yule again. I'm going to make it happen. It's nothing personal, Lightning. I really wish the prophecy didn't show you dying.
You'll try it, punk.
But it does, and I'm sorry, but I'm going to make it happen. 500 years ago, I committed the ultimate sin.
You committed it.
Death on my conscience won't do anything to me. It has to be done.
Bring it, punk.
That all you've got?
Yeah. He forgets he's fucking with someone who's over 1,000 years old. Wait.
Damn. That god of yours.
Yeah, she's about 1,000 years old, isn't she? Wait, no. Shit. I have to look it up.
But it came with a price. I'm not even
She's at least 500.
Not human. What are you, lightning?
I wish I knew. Believe me, I've taken a lot of lives. More than I can count. If I had any humanity left, I would have been crushed by the guilt by now.
That's
Do I look crushed to
honestly a
you?
good point.
I am going to see Sarah again. I'm going to fight for as long as it takes, give whatever it takes, even if it's my humanity.
Oh, great. She's become female Caius.
I know you're different, even if it's for the future, even if it's to see Yule again. You don't have it in you to kill me.
You really want to test that theory right now?
You're still human. You killed a friend once in order to save the world, and you can't do it again. Right? You know it's true. I can see it in your eyes.
You think you're safe from me? Sure about that?
No. But the clock is ticking on this world, and I've got things to do before time runs out. You don't want to get in my way, Noel. You might still have scruples, but I don't. Not anymore.
Ominous.
Damn it, Lightning! Is this all you are now?
That's right. To save Sarah, I'll throw everything else away. I'll even be God's little pawn. No one's gonna stop me from trying. Not even you. You want to find Yule? Then find her in death!
So this is different. Okay, depending on whether or not you do this before or after the Yusnon main quest, that comment about pawn takes a whole different look, perspective. Like if you do it before, then like you're supposed to, then her saying she'll kill God if she has to is
Come true. You think you have to kill me?
And he's got good chunk of hit points in hard mode. And if you've been slacking on your leveling up in this such, he is in the normal mode on a clean save. He is a stat check. Interesting that he's weak against lightning, because that was again that's something that he had in the 13 too. I need to check that tech because I don't remember having launch. Also, damn, look how fast he dropped him. Hard mode, by the way. Yeah, he does have an upgraded version. I think you had to wait until day 5 in order to do it.
Let it go. The hunter has failed to kill the savior.
Remains to be seen.
Your prophesized future won't come true. It's all over now.
You think I'll give up that easy, Savior? I'm not done yet. I am going to kill you.
Sure, do your worst. Yule's still waiting for you.
That's right, I'll do it for Yule's sake. Even if it means having your blood on my hands. I know if she was here, she'd try to stop me. She's gonna be disappointed as hell in me, at least for a while. But she'll get over it. And I need this future. It will be done.
Why didn't you do it?
Because Yule... she wouldn't... This isn't what she would want. She had the power to see into the future. Every terrible vision she saw, one after another, whittled her life away. She must have known all along when she would die, and how she would die. But even so, she never gave up hope. She didn't stop trying to make things better for all of us. She didn't stop smiling. Yet, what did I do? I saw one prophecy and I let it control me. I didn't try to fix anything, just try to kill you to make it come true. I can't do it. I wouldn't be able to look her in the eye if I did.
But you destroyed the machine.
Maybe that prophecy was my last chance to see Yule, but maybe it's better this way. Maybe it's better to never see her again than make more mistakes. Did you hear that? Yule!
No, you did the right thing. Your soul will come to me. We'll meet again. Sooner than you think. I promise.
So, this is actually very interesting that Yule could react like that. Take note of it.
I'd say sorry, but I did try to kill you. I don't think a simple apology.
As for me, it's just Thursday.
Even if I pushed you into
Well,
it,
Friday now.
you've had 5 long centuries to brood on what happened. And I come along and force you into a corner. Maybe I'm the one who should apologize, but Yule was right. You belong in the future, and I can take you there. You deserve a new beginning, in a new world.
A new world. So is your god building us a paradise?
Not exactly. It's just an ordinary place, with ordinary people, working hard together to make it as good as it can be.
Doesn't sound like the Shadow Hunter would be welcome there. Hey, but if I'm gonna get a second lease on life, maybe it's time I stopped living in the shadows. Right, Lightning?
Now Luxurion's done. Good chunk.
Light? How did you know he was gonna do that? I was sure he was about to kill you. Did you sense something?
I didn't know. I took a gamble.
Now let's see. I think that's actually just a duplicate. Yep, duplicate. Oh wow, we've gotten 3 of these. 1 fully upgraded. Okay. Shows you how many times I've run through this by now. And just plain forgot some of these. Wait. Okay, if I'm correct, you can actually buy some of these or get them somewhere else. Because I don't remember going to the game 4 times for this. Yeah, it's more like a 3 because the Chaos Revenge it's very unique. You can only get once per game. Let's make a save. It's been a very long time since we saved. Yep, see?
Hoped he'd come up with the right answer. Lucky for us, he did.
And we can get back to the interest of the Warrens. So let's look at quests. Okay, remember correctly, Wildlands has the next one. So we're gonna teleport to the Wildlands. Pick up Chocolina quests there too. Now, even if you teleport, it always treats you as if having come in via train, even if you don't actually come in. Ah, so we can actually skip a lot of these around. Okay, nice, because these are New Game Plus, so we can actually teleport to different areas. Once we've gone there once.
What do you want?
I have a question for you.
Hey, you must be new to these.
The Angel of Valhalla isn't a person. It's a legendary chocobo. It's the sacred bird.
So it's a local legend.
Yeah, but in recent times, a lot of us have think.
Maybe it is, but Dr. Ghazal has been after it for years.
Huh, that's how you pronounce it.
Dr. Ghazal.
The famous veterinarian, of course. When it comes to the angel,
the doctor lives up the road if you catch him in a good mood.
A white chocobo.
So Wildlands is actually 3 different main scenario quests. One is to find the Angel of Valhalla. Another is resolving Saz, because this is where his plot takes place. And the last is dealing with the third chaos area point.
Scriptures of the order.
I'm as splendiferous and
Well, I remember this one being a pain in the ass that you had to distinctly farm, otherwise you'd end up being annoyed to hell and back. Because you can only farm some of these during certain times of the day. Don't have any of those. Oh, wow, we don't have any of these either. We gotta go back and fight in the cathedral. Pick that up. We go back to South Station next day.
Even if it is, someone spoke to me. The voice was real, and it mentioned the Angel of Valhalla. I want to know who it was.
If you think that's what you need to do, then go ahead. You have a lead at least.
Come on.
Right, a bad-tempered chocobo vet by the name of Dr. Ghazal.
Oh, just chatting. See, that's what I was talking about. Over there is where you start getting more moon, flowers. They're really easy to see, though.
I'll release your soul. A worthy opponent.
Reaver, okay.
Evil has a price.
Alright, so let's save again. So what we're going to do is we're going to end it here, and we're going to pick up on day 6. I'm going to finish out the day off screen, and then we'll pick up on what did I say? I don't know why I said this. We're going to finish out the rest of day 2 off screen, then I'll start day 3. So thanks for watching. See you next time.